I'm Professor David Whetham of King's College London. I'm a Professor of Military Ethics in the Defence Studies Department.
And I'm Professor Martin Bricknell, Professor of Conflict, Health and Military Medicine, and I work in the War Studies Department.
The military environment is becoming ever more complex. The ethical challenges faced in that military environment are also becoming more complex as a result. The pedagogic tools to prepare people for those ethical challenges has not kept pace with that change. Providing people with the ethical tools to make the right decisions in those environments at speed is an essential part of the professional military toolbox. So one of the things that we realised was that the traditional way of teaching military ethics and international humanitarian law and the law of armed conflict was very classroom-based. People were coming up with the right answers in a classroom environment, but that's not necessarily translating into real behaviours where it is required. What we realised we needed to do was to get those tools out of the classroom and into the field.
The question was, what is the best format for that material? And the first approach was to develop a set of playing cards which contained 52 individual ethical questions to pose to our educational audiences.
So each of the cards that we've developed has an ethical challenge on it. This allows an informal discussion of real-world challenges. It can be used in an informal environment, or it can be used in a more formal way in a structured session to work through a series of linked problems. But they're non-threatening, they are accessible, they're tactile, they're very, very easy to use. We know that military ethics education, if done well, makes a practical difference. It changes perceptions and therefore actual behaviours. The challenge has been providing those tools to make that happen. Through practitioner demand, we have now translated the ethics education cards into 11 different languages. So the cards work extremely well in a military environment, but there is still a cost attached because there is a physical production cost for this. Whereas if you can translate that into an app, the app, once it has been developed, can be provided entirely free anywhere that it is required in multiple languages. Being able to be part of something that makes a practical difference to people is very exciting and professionally extremely satisfying.
And for me personally, having experienced many of the challenges myself in practice inside the military medical services, this is my opportunity to share that experience and make it accessible to the next generation.